Alrighty, good Monday, everybody. Hey there, Thea, Ika grabbing first. Hey, Ika and Jay. Hope everyone's weeks are off to a decent start. Pattern Keeper is slightly lying today, but not too bad. Just 2 stitches. Yesterday it was still majorly lying. I went to sit down and stitch and it was like 133 stitches today. And I was like, what? No. Anyway, I don't know what its deal is. But I've stitched every day this month, so it's not been a lot of stitches every day, but some stitches every day. It's as good as me. Yeah. Scared to continue watching that bit? Why? Had to take a bunch of stitches out on the owls, so I didn't frog them in the app. Miscounted by 1 stitch. Ugh. Sometimes when I find a stitch or something that I like either didn't do or put in the wrong spot, whatever, instead of frogging it, I'll just mark it as frog later so that I at least remember that it's there and I need to deal with it. Ooh. Oh, you're still in season 1. Gotcha. Gonna throw in the entire right side of the 1 owl off. Ugh. I was feeling fine for the morning, and then I had a migraine set in, or try to set in this afternoon. Meds knocked that out, and then like the last 2 hours, my stomach turned on me. So we may have a couple more breaks than usual today. So I don't travel on non-gridded fabric normally. Not sure why I did this time. Have fun. I hope it gets better. It has its days where it's just pissy for no good reason. Today is one of them. Got your Whopper today? Excellent. No, not that one. I just hate having to take like frequent breaks. I was contemplating canceling stream, but I don't know. We'll make it. On the first 7 Witcher books at the used bookstore, basically brand new. My son and I split them, bought 3, he bought 4, mainly because I also bought Tolkien's Lost Tales, 3rd season of Smallville. Nice. I read a very small sample of one of the like the first Witch book, I think. I didn't really vibe with the writing too much, so I didn't fully check out the book. The box set of Witcher and the new one too. Excuse me. Now I have enough credit from receipts to get a couple more seasons of Smallville on next visit. Nice. Are you so fast, Trico? My goodness. Didn't do a ton yesterday. I made the most successful loaf of bread so far. I didn't get around to making cookies like I wanted to. Some chores, shoveling. Oh, I woke up with a migraine yesterday. That was terrible too. And I needed a shovel, and that was even worse. But I did it anyway. Whatever. And then I came back inside and threw more meds at myself and laid down with a heat pack on my face for like an hour. And then got up and what did I do? Did I make myself eat then? I think so. Then I did some stitching. When was that I did stitching? No, because I was about to get started stitching and legs decided to get up. So we started playing instead. And then kiddo got home like an hour later, so then he joined us playing. We did lunch. I played for a couple more hours and then my head was hurting real bad again. So I quit playing, and that's when I decided to watch stuff in Stitch. Always laugh when I go to check out and they ask me if I have any trading credits. Like, I can't rid of anything. Are your glasses blue light? Yeah, they're anti-glare, anti-blue light, blah blah blah. Or something, I don't know. I don't remember what all I put on them. That's why I get a headache while playing games, because I forget to wear mine. Hey there, Moth. How's it going? I think it was a combination of like stitching, and then we were doing some nighttime raids in Tarkov, and I hadn't in a couple weeks. So I think like the green lighting of the night vision and me squinting through it was like irritating my eyes and my neck hurt. So it was a combo of just not greatness. And of course shoveling, adding to the stress on my neck, but you know, it's how it goes. At least it was nice out today. It's supposed to snow again this weekend. It was 35 and sunny today, so sunny I couldn't freaking see anything because the snow is so bright. But nice. Isn't the cam a little low for the area I'm stitching? Because I'm just starting here, coming down here. Only starting up here because I wanted to fill in this square. Pretty much at this point, this Tuscan up is waiting for me to pay attention to it as I continue to fill in down here. I think once I get this Olifant filled in, then we'll go back up to the top area. Excuse me. Yesterday, Legs was like, I feel like every time I've asked you for the past month what you're working on, you just tell me Olifants. And I was like, yes. I had to like show him the reference image yesterday so he could understand why. Ugh. All right, break number 1. Let's put words up. To be fair, you don't have to play if you don't want to, but it's there if you want to play it. Now we'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Okay, where are we? We're here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just not feeling super great this evening. My body's being a jerk. I'm gonna try and finish the end. Nice. Okay. Who's that? The JD? A JD girly? Hi. What's he looking at me like? What? You're the one with the tail hanging off the edge, so pettable. What? Cranky. Oh, I forgot to mark that stitch off. Okay. Hard to stitch if you have to read subtitles. True. Can't watch Heated Rival yet. It's only available in the US. Interesting. It's actually like a Canadian show, I believe. Firstly, from Crave Network or something. Couldn't find it on the high seas. Hey, Drifty. 3-hour nap after work, so I miss getting first, but Friday's another day. Sounds like a nice nap. Pretty wild. Oh, hopefully they release it soon for y'all. February on Prime. Gotcha. It's not too far away because somehow we're already almost halfway through January. I get next Monday off. My last holiday off before the 4-month dry spell. Bummer. Got my mail though closer to Melody Festival and based. Yeah, I looked on Spotify to see if anything was up yet playlist wise, but there's like 3 different playlists and they're all wrong, so then I realized the songs probably aren't like available yet anyway. Okay. I think they released the first songs the day before. I guess finally posted their Pokemon kit releases. Nice. I got Pokemon. Eevee, Pikachu, so Charizard, Blastoise and Venusaur. Last one is $649 and it's like knee height. Holy smokes. Those two. Lurkin diddly. A lot of people are saying the Mega Block sets were more detailed. Hmm. I'll probably get my youngest the Eevee for Christmas. It's only $59.99. He already has the Mega Block Eevee. Now he has the Eeveelution set. Tried to find him the big Eevee, but they were sold out everywhere. Like a store to buy mix, I still get points, easier to sneak in the house. True. Wish I could get bag in too. Grab time, gonna chill. are you doing? Going up to bug Jade, of course. One, two, 3, 4, 5. There. Get off Jade. What are you doing? Get off her. There. You can go lay on your own bed. What are you doing? You were literally sitting on her. There. Go. Get on the other bed. Get off Jade and get on the other bed. Get off your mother. What are you doing? She's not listening. She's literally, though, she's sitting on Jade. What is going on, Bear? Could you go to the other bed? It worries me when she does this because it's like leaning. Thank you, Bear. My goodness. Gracious. Gosh. Catch you later, Ika. Have a good shift. Hey there, Sandy. How's it going? Jade, grumble, grumble. Bear's like, well, she's not moving this time, so I guess I'll go lay in the other bed. Poor Jade, why doesn't she do anything? Sometimes she does. Most of the time, she just accepts her fate. Hey there, Isla. How's it going? Have you tried out your new stand now? No, it's only been like 2 days since I asked you, but happy Monday because it's 1K Monday. Nice. Is that Stitching Masterpieces listing? Is that what you had envisioned for her to sell? Set up the stand, haven't put it to use yet. Can't get any fabric into the scroll frame. Why is that? That's where all the stitches went. Chains lead is too wide. You'd probably have to do it sideways. The dream catcher is definitely too wide. Deer triptych's too small. Wasn't in the mood to remove the width extensions at night. New Hobbiton 8 is too flimsy. Won't stay in the frame at all. I've seen some fussiness from some people with it. I've seen some people like fold the fabric a little bit or also use felt. I've also seen that like the triangular part of the bar needs to be facing up in order to hold it properly. What else have I seen tip wise? I think that's probably it. So frustrated, so put it aside stitch and said to calm down. That's where I'm still at right now. Gotcha. Although the fabric, clear strips won't stay in place. Turn in around inside the rod and fabric slides out immediately. Or I can even put that in caps on the rods, prevent the strips from sliding out in general. Are they triangular? I think no triangle. I don't know. Yeah. And did you have the triangle pointing upwards? That's just what I've heard, is that they have to be up. I'm pretty sure, in order for them to stay put. I don't know why. Maybe just so the fatter side, like, I guess it wouldn't matter though either way. I don't know. Triangle. I have no idea. That's just what I've heard. Hopefully, maybe there's some other tricks around at this point. Other people. I've seen. The fuss has kind of died down a little bit, so I don't see as many posts now. you decided to start a new project. But yeah, or also if the triangle thing doesn't work, then maybe put a bit of felt in it along the way and see if that helps hold. Sure, I tried the Chinese lady sideways. 1 meter rod won't hold. 2.45 meter fabric. I know Caffeinated Crafter had some TikToks when she first got the huge scroll frame with like troubleshooting how to get the fabric in there. She's also on YouTube, I think, if you would rather. It's kind of wild because Facebook is definitely more evil. Puts a math root sign over Facebook and TikTok and writes evil on top. I have a TikTok, still see the videos at times. A lot of them also post them on Insta. Yeah, I'm sure they're posted on all four, honestly. Facebook, Insta, TikTok, and YouTube. It's whatever. Trying to think of hopefully helpful suggestions. Pretty big purchase to not be happy with. I think Snapchat is still a thing, but I haven't used it in probably I don't know, 15 years. I never really got super into Snapchat. At least you can use your other scrolls on the stand, at least. I said at least twice. My brain is working pretty well. Never had it, but I know my siblings used it at some point. Used it for a very short amount of time. One of my other streamers community claims to do 100,000 snaps each day. Whether it's true or just I'm lying to look big doesn't work. Just turned 19. I feel like that's not even possible. I removed the fancy stand frame, check how the desk stand works for me, but it's moved in a corner that is not accessible right now. Some storage boxes in front of it are not fully emptied or filled, depending on their status yet. I have limited space here. Gotcha. Oh, Zubat Gen 1. Wow, stubborn. I don't like Zubat. This elephant has a white head right now. Yeah. Don't like bats. I don't like zoo bats. I like real bats, but I remember in Pokemon Blue when I was first playing it, there was some kind of like cave stretch or something to get from one town to the next, and it was like every 2 steps was a Zubat spawning, and it like really irritated me. And I've held it against them ever since. I agree, those games are no fun going through. Like, I'm just trying to go from one place to another. It's like, meow, meow, meow. Nope. Get out of an encounter. 2 seconds later, I have another one. I'd always hoard items except in caves. I liberally use repels to avoid the Zubat. See? At least it's not just me. It was just too excessive. How's it going, Gar? Gardening masterpiece. I'm so happy. This is exactly what I was hoping for. So what she will provide on the standard thingy as of right now is a card, 2 holes for the thread, big enough for a skein, the other one for a threaded needle, along with a clear file that opens to the inside. I haven't seen any like this anywhere so far. I didn't find any on Amazon. Nice. Glad you were able to maybe give her the final push to list them. Doing good, thanks. How are you? It's really coming along nicely. I'm doing okay. Not feeling the best today, but we're here. We're stitching. Slowly but surely. We're tracking the footsteps of two young hobbits, I believe. Yes, hobbits don't stairs, if you've never heard the strange name before. How's it going, Notewood? So as soon as she'll update with more options, I'll check for what works best with me, order several of them. Nice thing is there's 27 slots per card. Not the best number for a standard Haid. Most have 89 to 90, but hey, we can't always win, right? I wondered if that was like the most that she could fit on a card for paper size with the sleeve. Looks like it should be pretty handy though, for sure. Not a bad price point either. Otherwise the holes for the skeins would be too close, would wear out, yeah. So looking forward to this. Sitting here, rotating my right ankle on the bed, keeps popping loudly. Luna's giving me a dirty look because it's right next to her. I don't know. I might ponder maybe picking some up and trying it out for Rivendell, because those blends are kind of kicking my butt a little bit. It's the best for blends. At the moment I always have one folded, knotted on a plastic floss card, but if they get a bit smaller, I have metallic threads on them, sometimes fall off as they're stubborn. But if they're in a needle and tucked away, chef's kids are so damn noisy. Trying to remember what disc I was on for Smallville season 1. On episode 17. Nice. So what project have you been working on today, Isla? You said you made it to 1,000 stitches already. And what's everyone else up to? I know Thea's working on map. How's progress for Sandy going? Hey Fenrir, welcome on in. This is Cross Stitch indeed. I had to go to IMDb and read the episode synopsis. Download the app series guide. Family Circus. Nice. Now that I have season 3, I'll probably binge it. Being cozy as usual. How many stitches does this project have? So we've got a counter right below me here. This total is 668,331. We're at 63.05% at 421,414 stitches completed. Are you a stitcher or any other crafter? Kind of crafter? Cross stitch, diamond art, or painting, whatever it's called. Gotcha. Nice. Pretty much since I saw all but like the last 2 seasons on TV when they aired. Working my way through Charmed. Oh. When my highest is 160 by 160. Nice. This is 999 by 669. It is not my largest, but it is the most complete I've ever gotten. How's it going? Watched an episode last night, which had a very young Misha Collins. Are there any other crafts I do? Not at this point in time. Crochet is my longest fiber art, but all I do is cross stitch these days. What's the largest I've done? I haven't finished any of my large ones. I've got... My Ghost Army piece is like 808,000 stitches. But I just started that last April and it's not very far in yet. Because this one gets most of my attention. Ghost Army is definitely gonna take a bit. Yeah. Ghost Army, yeah, 808,200 stitches. It's a little bit further. I haven't uploaded progress onto here from the other day. My 129 stitches that I added, so it's at 16,552. But that one is tent stitch, so it may affect it somehow. 2%. Close to 2%. 16,552. Oh, just over 2%. Well, that's probably like 2.03. Maybe, or 2.02. Lord of the Rings 1 and 2 have more importance than Ghost Army. And where's Shirova in this game?
I want to poop the snooze, I want it.
Nice. Shirova's abandoned. Shirova, I don't think I'm gonna pick that back up. With my ADHD, I highly doubt I can finish this massive project. It's all one stitch at a time, you know? The stream helps. Streaming helps keep motivation up. But, you know, there's nothing saying that you can't just cycle through projects either. I'll work on them a little bit at a time. Hit 2.07 on Friday. Nice. Trying to stay in a cycle of reading and projects. Nice. Cycling through projects is the only way I get anything done, if I ever get anything done. Your little Pusheen cat stitch, super cute. Hey Galactic, how's it going? Yeah, Shirova, my Shirova piece was nearly 1 million stitches, but I couldn't, I was in, it's mainly 939 and 823 and 310, and I made it like, I don't know, a ways into that 16,110 stitches in. And then I just was over it. And, you know, I didn't really realize that it was an AI image when I started it. I should have, but I got fooled by the whole, like, this is a licensed piece, kind of thing. Also, the main stitching shops that are like going with AI artists right now is like exploding, and it's really disappointing to see. Thank you for that follow. Welcome aboard. So yeah, I don't think I'll pick Shirova back up ever. I constantly sleep. Gotcha. Oh, we got like
You do need another drink.
Thread Geeks that dumped off a bunch of the actual artists at the end of the year and is now like using AI media generators. We got Artisy, just brought out an AI artist. I'm using artist so loosely because I don't think it counts. And then Stitch is So Beautiful also just onboarded a shop that uses AI predominantly. Doing the Crafty Lord's work, check the Ask Questions section on Cast Discord. Let me enable you for cards for project, less threading, less parking, for non-stitching MJ, the best I get. We stored a binder just saying, no, I don't get paid for this unorthodox dad. Being a sloth is never wrong. I totally feel you. This is the listing. Just got a nice little video on that listing as well that kind of shows them off, but basically it's like long punch cards with felt for holding your needles to keep them threaded so you can just pull them out of the binder and go. As long as I don't fall out any trees. And here's an example in a binder. Kind of how to load it. I don't understand her number organization at all there. Must be maybe the blends. I don't know, that's so chaotic to me. 2 3 3 7 1s. A couple of 30 21s. Let's not dwell on that. Anyway. The new listing, this is by Stitching Masterpieces. I don't get that sorting either. Several 844s too. Ugh. There's a lot going on there. Don't even want to think about reasons. My mind can't deal with that. Same with plaid stitching. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said let's just not dwell on that. I don't know what she's got going on. But if it works for her, okie dokie. You would imagine having one master set with all the colors to work on all projects with backup skeins and separate whatever, at least for all my kind of stuff. I think that actually could work out really well, because then you don't, I mean, with it being in a binder, if it's all in like numerical order, You don't even need to sort out threads for specific projects. You just have your master binder to pull from. It's good thinking. You're thinking. You're thinking. I like it. You can even have like tabs on the outside of the sleeve so that you could quick jump to like sections. So many ideas and options, so much to think about. Thinking about those thoughts. I'm thinking I don't want to jump with this strand across the light tusk trunk, whatever is in the middle here. That's annoying, because it's just one stitch on each side. I'm super slow stitching tonight, jeez. Blaming the confetti. And not feeling the best. Did I redeem that hydrate from Notewood? I feel like I did, but oh well, we'll do it again. A Pichu. Doing some stitches at least, yeah. Yeah. Same on the slow. Change colors like 8 times, only 88 stitches. Trying to like fill in these little gaps that I've got going on to complete these squares, and it's just like, ugh. Blech. I tell ya. If I had started at the bottom like I thought about, then we'd probably be doing a bit better stitch count wise, but that's alright. Filling these little gaps, they have to get filled in eventually anyway, so might as well be now. And 86 getting closer. Gotta stitch them all. Yeah. Oh, I guess I went off on a Trova tangent. Didn't answer about Lord of the Rings 1 and 2 pieces. I don't know. I don't know where those fall in my priorities. I don't know what'll be the focus piece when we finish this one. I'm leaning towards Ghost Army or Rivendell. But then I've had thoughts about like more rotating instead of just monogamous stitching on streams. I don't know. We've still got a bit of time before I have to figure that out, so try not to dwell on it too much. I just kind of feel like if I were to put Ghost Army on an actual scroll and work on it on stream, we could probably smash it out at a pretty decent rate. Since it's tinted with no blends. I do like the other images in this series for sure. I just am not, I haven't gotten as attached to them still. I focused on the owls a lot for this month, yeah. Be like that sometimes. Of course, we could always go back to Moria as well. Try to finish that one. No, Moria might be... Is Moria bigger than Rivendell? I don't remember. Moria is 202,800 and Rivendell is 360,000. Okay, so Moria is our lowest stitch count of our projects right now. The lowest at 202,800. Yeah, sounds about right. What's the one with the black fabric? No. That is the, like, mostly blue piece. This one. Blue stitches. The one that I restarted. That one's also an outlier because when I restarted it, I decided to start at the bottom and work from the bottom to the top. But I don't work on it really at all. It's just sitting in my closet. Moth likes blue. Oh yeah. And the blue stitch just became a running thing with the first fellowship piece. That's the one that's on black fabric. Moth really wants me to put a blue stitch in the black background. So it's another one of those things where he could really be actually indifferent to blue, but it's a running thing, so we're sticking with it. It's not a lot. Take it up with Moth. I said maybe I would hide a stitch of 939 somewhere in the background. Never be able to find it. 939 looked dark enough for me to allow it. Oops. They're like the same hue, basically. Once they're against each other, they kind of disappear again next to each other. Three 3808 and 3809. It's like two colors in the albums. When I finish this, I have over 10,939 left on your dragon. Yeah, the abandoned Shirova piece, Enchanted Forest, had like 250,000 stitches of 939. And like 230,000 stitches of 823. And 200,000 stitches of 310. It was like so much of the piece was in those three colors. Probably way more than 10k, because I think I have 5 to 10 schemes. A flittle. Ballerina Pokemon. $15,042 stitches done in 939, 27,844 left. Nice. Just finished the longest power wash simulator level I think I've ever done. Oh yeah. Was it a good level at least, or was it annoying? You'll give a good outline for Dragon. was alright. It was a ski resort. Nerd. Tell him, Voidy. Tell him how he's the nerd. Ah, yes. My head is trying to be achy again. I actually even went to bed early last night. I was in bed at like 9:30. Did you go to sleep though? Almost. I think I watched my phone for like 15 minutes, I wanna say. And then I put a podcast on and passed out within 10 minutes of that, I think. Thought I had crossed over to the Night Owls. It was looking that way. Migraines take me out though. You stopped your naps in the afternoon? Yeah, because I am not taking lunch anymore, though I still get a half-hour paid break. I did take like a 15-minute micro nap today during one of my breaks when my head started pounding again. Wasn't the most comfy because Trico was passed out in my spot on the couch, so I had to sleep kind of, or lay kind of awkwardly on the ottoman. Be a factor too. I'm doing mostly okay with the loss of the lunch nap. getting out of work half an hour early is worth it. I could always take a nap after work if I wanted. I would do it that way too, to be honest. I don't know why I haven't from the start, honestly. But I don't know, this year I'm just like, yeah, you know what, yeah. Let's just get away from work as soon as we can. Oh my goodness, it's a Varoom. Holy ultras. Awesome too. Mega vehicle. Yeah. Jay was trying to win the evolution on a quest a couple months ago. Ugh. It was like the one time the snag nabbit is like ailing me. That's better. How do you throw snowballs again? I don't know. It's an exclamation snowball. Don't remember. Well, hey there, cat. How's it going? Typical cat fashion, I laid down for a quick nap and woke up 2 hours later. Of course, of course. Oh no! It's kind of bonkers. Yay. Still need to take my trash bins to the road. Don't want to go back outside. I guess if you've got a quest to miss things, that's kind of nice. "41 birds? Wow, these snowballs are... something. Random in a sec. What is this week's Stitch project, Cat? mystical forest. Nice. Mm. 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 Faces of these creatures look so wrong until they get filled in. Just like, doesn't make sense at all. This one's got a really flappy ear, but we can really only see the highlight on it. The actual, like, ear part is pretty dull. Hoping the horses won't be as much of a fuss. This Oliphant really hasn't been that bad. It's just the face part that's getting confetti. The body wasn't the worst. I think we still got 3 more Oliphants to go. Alrighty, another color in. Grimer, Gen 1. Interesting, if I understood it right, a lawsuit in Warner Brothers Paramount case. Why? Over HBO. I haven't kept up on news of the buyout. Last I knew, Netflix had still secured the highest bid, but I think you had mentioned something about somebody trying to get another bid in. And I haven't heard anything else about it. Didn't read too much on it, but it was on the IMDb news. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty good tonight about filling in above the Olifant head up to the tusk anyway. I got a few more stitches on top of the head. Oh, that color goes everywhere. That was actually one of the colors that I almost started with tonight. Pretty cool. What you doing? Yeah. She was sleeping so cute on the couch earlier. Just had her little paw covering her face. She was just so sleeping. Also, this is a loaf of bread I made yesterday. The best one I made so far. It's almost gone. Probably have to make another loaf tomorrow. The bread machine's definitely pretty nice. I think I might try like letting it proof in there and then taking it out and baking it in standard loaf pans, because the tall loaf is just a little bit difficult to deal with. But at the same time, I'll probably just get used to it. Carrot Blast. pig sandwiches of it. It's just like kiddo wants it toasted, and like the top like inch of the bread is sticking out of the toaster because it's just too tall. That's when you do it at half power and flip it, yeah. Oh, she is sleeping so hard. Hmm. 40% decrease catch chance. Not a problem for Thea on that one. Is that less likely to miss? Oh. Thought it said more. I can't read, I guess. Oh. I see. Well, then it wasn't a bad snowball. That makes more sense. Snowball was used on Grimer, still missed. Oh. Well, I'm just all turned around about it completely. Oh well. Whatever. Didn't watch any episodes of anything today. Guess I'm gonna listen to my body and go back to bed. Kind of whopping 73 stitches a day. 73 more than 0. Hope you're able to get some good rest, Cat. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Catch you later. Here. Alrighty. You know, if that 333 was legitimate, and we're also ending on 421633, that would be fun. But it's not, because it's 331, thanks to Pattern Keeper being silly. Goodness. Probably won't stitch for too much longer tonight. So it would be nice to finish off these last 2 stitches above the Oliphant head, but those stitches kind of go all over the place. Or rather, the colors that belong to those 2 stitches go all over. Frittata. Gen 1. Sandy? How the turntables. Gen 1 Sandy, paging Sandy Lou Who. Rip. In the end, didn't even matter. One week and 2 days ago, so did spawn last Saturday? Probably while we were... So while we were offline, or did we get one last Saturday? Is Eevee not spawning more often? Because they've got too many Pokemon to choose from. Four months. Did get one on the 30th of December. And so did Theon. This song gives me like Tim Burton vibes. Looks like Legs is waiting for me to be ready for game time. guess this will be our last strand. They said, no, we're not spawning that. You have to earn that. I remember in Pokemon Go, we had to go wait for them to release like a raid to be able to get Mew or Mewtwo, whichever one it was. I think I had to run around and catch it with that camera thing on. The augmented reality version. Starting Pokemon was Charmander. Renamed him Charming. Keep it straight from my other Charizards. Ugh. 421 678. ending for today, 376 total. The numbers for this month are all over the place, but at least it's 12 out of 12 so far. 4,678 stitches in this month. Here's what's. Hey, thanks, partner. Dean swinging in with the 7-month resub to chime in with Charmander as starting Pokemon as well. You start with Pikachu? Your brother knew a way to get it. Hacker. Just hit 279, so organic Betty. I might have squirreled over to the coastline. First Pokemon was Squirtle. Squirtle! A good choice as well. Gars, Squirtle, nice. You know, I don't think I've ever started a Pokemon game with Bulbasaur. I do like Bulbasaur, but I've never started with Bulbasaur. I think my very first playthrough of Pokemon Blue when I was like 8, my starter was Squirtle. All that's left on the end is dark colors. Wanted to also fill in the coastline, so I needed to do the lighter ones first. Gotcha. Just ignore the choices and run around and it appears. Hacker. Hacking. I played yellow, so obviously Pikachu. I didn't know Pikachu was ever a starter option in any of them. I've only played blue, and Legs has red, I think. Well, blue was my favorite color, so Pokemon Blue was the one that I wanted. So I got a purple Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue for Christmas when I was like 8. It's in yellow, that's why it's called yellow. I still have my Game Boy Color somewhere. I have no idea where it is at the moment, sadly. It is still functioning a few years ago when I booted it up, which is pretty incredible. Some good tech. I miss when technology lasted for a long freaking time. But any hoodles, it's time for me to get out of here for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I'll be back Friday for more stitching. Have a good rest of your week, and I will see y'all next time. Good night.